I want to recognize two groups of special significance. Members of the Ohio State University at Marion Board of Trustees helped guide the campus and show their support for Ohio State Marion in many ways. And as you will hear, a number of the awards this evening have donors' names associated with them. Some of those donors or their family members or representatives are with us this evening. Please join me in a round of applause in appreciation of these campus. I want to thank Amy Erickson and Shelley Shirk and all the staff and faculty who put in many hours of work considering the accomplishments of our students, who have been nominated for honors, reviewing class essays and creative work submitted for awards, and organizing and preparing this evening's program. I also want to thank the faculty and staff of Ohio State Marion who are here this evening. While some will be presenting awards, all of them are here to help us honor our students' accomplishments. Our faculty and staff are dedicated to providing the very best university education possible through their roles as teachers, as advisors, and as helpers in all the complex activities needed to make the university function. I'd like to ask the faculty and staff at this time to stand so they may recognize. Thank you. Three longtime faculty and staff members are retiring at the end of this academic year. Susan Brownmiller, lecturer in mathematics, Linda Behan, who directs our Academic Skills Center, and Bob Cliff, associate professor of evolution, ecology, and organismal biology. They wanted to sort of go out quietly, but I have violated that concept. So I would ask them all three of them to stand, if they would, for a moment. Thank you, Bob, Linda, and Susan, for your many years of service to our students and to the mission of Ohio State Marion. You will be missed. We wish you the best in your next adventure. We have dedicated this year's program to the memory of another longtime faculty member, Dr. Gordon Albrecht, Emeritus Professor of Physics. In your program is really merely a summary of all of the things that he has done for this campus, for the Ohio State University, and for his discipline of physics, and for that matter, for his community. Please join me in a moment of silence in recognition and appreciation of Gordon's many contributions in many areas to better the community, the campus, and the world. Thank you. And finally, special thanks to the family members and friends who come here this evening to celebrate and support the academic achievements of your and our students. Only 6 campuses of The Ohio State University are found worldwide, and one of them is right here. Our mission is to bring top-flight higher education to this area with Ohio State faculty and Ohio State staff for Ohio State students. From 1957 to today and into the future, Ohio State Marion benefits from the tremendous support of this community and from the achievements of our students as we grow and improve and bring more university education opportunities to this region. As President Michael Drake has said, the Ohio State University, quote, must continue to be a beacon that illuminates the clearest path to the American dream. That is our commitment to you and to our community. One major example of that beacon for Ohio State Marion is the new Science and Engineering building that will open in time for this coming autumn semester's courses. The building will provide wonderful new facilities for our students to learn, to research, and to grow in. So that's just about enough of you listening to me. We want to turn to the reason that we're here this evening, our students, as we recognize and honor them with awards for superior academic achievements and recognize students who have received Associate of Arts degrees. The academic achievements of students are recognized in many ways during the year. When faculty congratulate them on an especially fine test or paper, when students review their progress with an academic advisor, or when they receive a Dean's List letter. But tonight's program recognizes our students' achievements and accomplishments publicly in the presence of their family and friends. So to get us underway, it's my pleasure to introduce and turn the program over to Professor Nicole Patson, whose day job is teaching psychology, and who this evening will be our MC, carrying the awesome responsibility of holding everything together. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, look at you. This room is full and you're all here to see me. My 8-year-old self would be so excited. I had a stand-up routine that only my grandfather would sit through. And tonight I have all of you. So as you can tell, I'm really excited to be here tonight. As Dr. Rose said, this is the 46th time our campus has come together to pause and celebrate and hopefully reflect on all of the awesome work that's going on our campus. This truly is one of my favorite evenings of the year. While I know that students in my classes are doing really awesome work, it's so fun to see the cool stuff you guys are doing and learning and thinking about in your classes. And I'm always inspired by the pride and enthusiasm that fills the auditorium. So I haven't managed to make it to all 46 ceremonies, and there's a lot of good reasons for that. So I haven't even been on the planet for 46 years yet, so that's one good reason. But I've only been at OSU Marion for 6 years. So this is my 6th ceremony. I haven't missed one since I've been here, and hopefully I won't for the next 20 or so years that I plan to be here. But not only is this my 6th year at OSU Marion, but this is my 6th year as a resident of the great state of Ohio. So I didn't grow up in Ohio. I grew up in the Midwest and went to school in the Midwest, and then I moved for a few years to Pittsburgh where I got my PhD. So I was really happy when I got this job. I was happy to come back to the Midwest because this is where I feel at home. But I had to get used to some of the things that are unique to Ohio. So I want to share just a little bit of that with you. So let me start by saying that there was one thing that I absolutely did not have to work hard to get used to about Ohio. And that's that delightful confection known as the Buckeye. You know what I'm talking about. So as one person on the internet wrote, it tastes like a cherub spent a century massaging peanut butter with its chubby fingers, wrapped it lovingly in milk chocolate, and then hand-delivered it into your mouth. I can't think of a more accurate description, and as a huge fan of peanut butter, I am so delighted that that manna from heaven just seems to miraculously appear at every event I go to in Ohio. So that didn't take any getting used to, but there were a few things that did. So now that I've been in Ohio for the last 6 years, I'm now used to the fact that it is normal and perfectly acceptable to laugh over the antics of an anthropomorphized nut. That's not what we're doing here. But there's one thing that I've had to take a little bit of time getting used to, and I want to tell you a story, and I'm going to need your help. It's something that happened to me this week that shows my growth as an Ohioan. So let me set this up, though, before we get to your part of the story. So one of the things that I learned about when I moved to Ohio is that in Ohio, people love to spell the name of the state. This is delightful. And this doesn't happen if you live in Pennsylvania. But in Ohio, this is a thing you do. And so sometimes if you're like walking down the street, and especially this happens a lot in Columbus, but if you're walking down the street and you happen to have a shirt on that says Ohio, someone might yell at you. And what do they yell? OH! That's right, you got it. So the first time that happened times to recognize what they were saying. Oh, 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 I get it, that's that thing that they do. And okay, so it took me a while to get that. And now social skills, believe it or not, are not my strongest suit. So it took me even longer than I'd like to admit to realize that I was supposed to respond to that in a particular way. So that's the story I want to tell you about, and this is a true story. This happened this week, and so I'm going to need your help. You all are going to play the random strangers in a car. Okay? And when I point to you, you're going to do that thing that Ohioans love to do. So let's practice. O-H! O-H! Okay, all right, great. So we kind of got it. But you just do the first part, okay? And then I'm going to show you how I responded as, you know, an Ohioan for the last 6 years. Okay, so let me set the scene for you, because without the scene, you know, the story is nothing. So this was Tuesday, this Tuesday, early afternoon. It was a gorgeous day, right? And I'm walking down High Street in Columbus. The sun was shining. There was a slight breeze. Everything smelled like lilacs. I was watching the bees flying around, and a car loaded with 3 passengers approached on the road. They were sort of next to me. Their windows were down, and just as they were passing, someone noticed I had an Ohio shirt on. And the 3 of them yelled at me, and I momentarily froze, and then I got excited because I knew what to do. So I want to reenact with you how I responded. All right, so here we go. Sun is shining, wind is blowing, you guys are driving up, you just noticed my shirt, and you say, OH! And I said, OH! Maybe in 6 years I'll have a different story. But what can I say? I'm still learning. And so that brings me to what we're doing here tonight. So tonight is a celebration of the joy of learning. Or at least that's how I like to think about it. So learning is a journey riddled with mistakes and missteps, but also moments of joy and achievement. And tonight we're focusing on some of those achievements made along your learning journeys. Everyone whose name appears in the program, whether or not they take the stage tonight, has produced some kind of work or met some kind of milestone that not only reflects a lot of hard work and dedication, but also demonstrates an amazing commitment to learning and growing. And I like to think that that's really what we're here to celebrate tonight. It's not just about those accomplishments and achievements, for which, don't get me wrong, you should be extremely proud, but also a moment to recognize and celebrate that each and every one of you for committing to a process of learning and growing. So with that said, let's just get on with the celebration. So really quick, before we do that, I just want to note that guests may take pictures during the ceremony, so please feel free to do that if you have your camera. And afterwards, there will be an opportunity to take pictures on the stage following the ceremony, so if you can do that. And now, without further ado, let's start with the program, and I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Dr. Bishop, from the International Study Travel Awards.
The Ohio State University at Marion provides students the opportunity to travel abroad in a variety of countries. Last summer, a student traveled to India with Dr. Steffel and myself. They toured cities such as Mumbai, the financial capital of India, Agra, home to Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world, and Delhi, capital of India. Next year, in 2018, the university has sponsored 2 study abroad programs. One going to southern part of India, and the second one in, again, May of 2018, the students can join the London Literary Tour from Shakespeare to Sherlock with English professor Dr. Sarah Crosby and Dr. Nathan Wallace.
students will experience the rich history and pop culture London offers with an eye toward stories and themes written by well-known authors like Shakespeare, Virginia Woolf, and Charles Dickens. The students who travel abroad have the opportunity to apply for Marion campus scholarship to assist with the expenses. Upon their return, the students share their experiences with the campus community. They do this by giving presentations focused on the particular historical moment, work of art, architect, and other cultural features learned on their travels. Sharing with the campus community often inspires other students to join the study trip in the future. To assist the students with the cost of traveling abroad, the campus have been able to provide a scholarship program that awards between $800 to $1,600 for a student who applies. This scholarship fund exists because of the generosity of our Marion campus donors and the Marion Campus Scholarship Fund, for which we are extremely thankful. At this time, I invite Dr. Holiday to the stage to recognize the students who traveled with him to France and Italy this spring semester.
It's my pleasure to be here this evening to present this award. We are recognizing students who visited Paris, Florence, and Venice. Trips like that provide the students with an opportunity to gain a global perspective while sharing ideas and experiences with their peers and the people who travel with or they met while traveling. During spring break, I led an amazing group of students on a study tour. They conducted research projects on one of the sites we visited in Venice, Siena, Florence, Pisa, French Riviera, and Paris. They wrote papers and presented their work to the Marion campus and community. Students who participated in this experience are listed in your program. I invite them to the stage to receive their awards. Morgan Duet. Jen Hartman, Sarah Healy, Abby Jen's not
She's coming.
Abby Joella, Julio Romero, Amanda Dijon. Now I'm supposed to present the Foreign Language Award. Therefore, it's appropriate to meet you first. So, good evening. Masat al-Khair, bonsoir, buonasera, and buona noche. The Foreign Language Award was created to recognize the students of the Ohio State University at Marion who have demonstrated exceptional abilities in Arabic, French, and Spanish. The award also acknowledges those students who rise to the challenge of our foreign language curriculum, interact with the professors and the students in intellectual context, and participate in extracurricular activities related to the learning of a foreign language and culture. This award is funded through the Marion campus. The winner in each language will receive $100 award applied to tuition of their next term of enrollment. At this time, I ask all the students, all the nominees for this award to stand to be recognized. For each language, we have chosen 2 students, awarding 1 student with honorable mention and another student as the winner. I ask that the student we name to please come to the stage and receive the award. For Arabic, honorable mention is awarded to Raina Williams. The winner is Robert Kramer. For French, honorable mention is awarded to Emma Morgan. The winner is Jacob A. For Spanish, honorable mention is awarded to Jody Morzinski Pearson. The winner is Nathan Baker. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Scott Kaplan from the Department of Fine Arts to present the Franklin Fine Arts Award.
On behalf of myself and the entire art department here, I would like to welcome you to the 12th Annual Franklin Fine Arts Award. And I would like to take a moment to thank our generous sponsor for his continuing support of this award. I'm often asked why this award is named for Ben Franklin, because Ben Franklin was not a fine artist himself. But the response that I'd like to give is that it's in the spirit of Franklin. Franklin was an incredibly creative person, holding over 100 patents during his lifetime, including the Franklin stove, which I'm told is a stove, and bifocals, and he also discovered electricity with a small mouse partner. He was also extremely generous and civic-minded in his creation of the first public lending library. And we should also remember his commitment to the American Constitution and his strivings for freedom and fight against tyranny within government or wherever he could find it. So it is in that spirit that I would like to award this year's Franklin Fine Arts Award to Julian Bennett. This award comes in several sort of features. The first is that it comes with this commemorative etching of Franklin. So unlike credit towards your tuition, this is cash. So you are welcome to share this with members of your community, which I'm sure you will at some point. So well done. Julena's work is featured prominently in the gallery exhibition, so I would sort of invite you to take some time and go look at it. Her self-portrait is obviously something that looks like her, so that's easy to identify, so please take advantage of that resource. One of the things that is interesting about Julie, even in winning this award, she is not actually an art major, but the art major. I would applaud not being an art major.